This is what we needed to achieve as Rockstar designers from Sweden to be ready for the next step with our design company and make the crazy move to Las Vegas. How we build our brand from the ground up, showrooms, exhibition, rock club, backstage with rockstars and mingling. In this video we will talk about how it all started with the design school in Sweden. We will also talk about Franky and the all-nighters at the Red Rock Casino, the rock club Vamp'd with Danny and Corey, and Sebastian Bach. Sit tight.
I am Kim.
And I am Anja. And this is our life and everyday struggle in Las Vegas. But why don't you tell us how it all started? Right back from the beginning.
Because I don't remember.
So long, many moons ago.
It is.
No, but I know.
Many battles ago.
I know that long time ago, when it was like hard time to get laborers in.
It was a hard time to get laid.
No, not for you, Annie.
Well, I was this is around 1996, if I remember it everything, and I was working as an electrical engineer for a huge company called ABB. No sponsors, and we got laid off. This is an opportunity that doesn't come to everybody. It came to me to change path totally, and did a tryout for the design school in Malmö, Sweden. And
How come? Tell us why.
when I was very young, many moons ago, I was a ice hockey goaltender, keeper. We got really huge thighs, the muscles. So every time I bought a pair of jeans, I had to cut them up and fix them so they would fit me. So that's how it started to get used to the sewing machines. And after a while I thought, well, there aren't any cool clothes for men anymore, and it wasn't back then. So that's how I started.
And I also happen to know that you saw a late night show in Sweden that really, had your heartbeat beating and your mind go bananas. And you thought, hey man, I want to look like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was an epiphany. It was amazing. It was Måndagsbörsen in 1982, and this band came up from England. I don't know if you heard about them. They're called Duran Duran. and it just the day after I totally changed in style, haircut, everything. Really inspired me. Absolutely.
They still do.
They still do. And the funny thing, a couple of years later, 10, 15 years later, I realized that my favorite movie, Barbarella, with Jane Fonda, inspired me and my designs a lot. And also, the same movie inspired Duran Duran, hence the name Duran Duran to start with. So, it sort of connected the dots, so that's cool.
Well, anyway, back to the story of how it all began. You applied for the design school?
Yeah, there was a tryout. Took in about, I think we were 12 or 14 people. I was one of them. Amazing. We learned to do drawings, pattern making. Pattern making is the thing that I really wanted to learn. To be free in my mind. I can think of whatever I want to do and then just do the pattern of it. I was totally free, blank canvas, and just go ahead. That's what I wanted to learn.
That's really creative, right?
I loved it. So the first thing you have to learn is to do a skirt. That's the simplest thing to do. So I did it. And my design, I went to one of the fashion stores in Malmö. They bought like 10 or 20 of them. I can't really remember. I went, wow, this is amazing. And then they started to ask for more and more. So maybe I should start a brand. Svanlund Design, or Design Svanlund, or Svanlund, or Design. I don't know. But that's how it started.
And Svanlund is your family name, right?
Yes, I think it's your family name too.
Yes, it is actually.
Amazing.
I mean,
how did that
what's
happen?
the odds, right?
And wow. Yeah. And that's how we went into design school. It was great fun, and then we had a
Final exams, yeah.
yeah, and we had to do 4 different outfits, and they had a fashion show. And maybe I think somewhere I have the some videos from that. And
Back in these days, the video equipment was not really as good as today, but we're still gonna show you a clip of that show.
It had colors though, yeah. 1 or 2 different colors it had.
Red and green.
So, yeah. No, more red, I guess. Some of the students, they have Emmerdale music, and some other has some slow music, very beautiful, flowers everywhere. Yeah, you know, yeah, and Mother's Finest. Yeah. So I sort of had my niece figure out pretty early what I wanted to do. What happened last Friday in Las Vegas.
You don't want to miss that. I was there, I know.
You were? Of course you were. She was always there. So hang tight and watch the next clip. Okay. So we were at work last Friday, and we thought like, what are we gonna do? Vegas, it's like 76 shows just every night. So what are we gonna do tonight?
And I've already found out that Franky and the All-Nighters was playing on the Red Rock, and I mean, we just love that band. Franky is...
Yeah, it is a great band. Actually, when we opened our first showroom in Vegas on Main Street back in 2017, we had Franky singing with John Levine from Europe on bass and Gus G, who was with Osborne. Those 3 guys were doing an acoustic gig in our showroom.
It was such a really great party, and a lot of people were there, and these 3 guys hooked up at our place, and that was amazing. But we're gonna tell you all about it in another episode.
All about the grand opening in 2017.
Yeah.
So we decided, let's go, why not? We love it, it's Vegas. So we jumped in our car and drove over to Red Rock. Like always, when we get into those casinos, it's crazy, we can't find the place. Oh, we've been there before, we know the way, but every time you enter, you go like, man, can't even find a restroom.
No.
So finally we find the venue, and the first person we meet inside is John Katzelmisse.
And then the show starts, and Franky can come out and looking like a shop-dressed man, you know, and start to sing, and the dancers and the background singing girls.
The horns, and it's like an old Rat Pack show, like in 2025.
And I mean,
cool.
Some of the songs that he sang, it was really emotional. You can feel the vibe from the stage and how much these songs really meant to him. It brought tears to my eyes because it was so emotional, and the voice, I mean, it gets straight to your heart.
The guitarist, Christian Brady, oh, amazing, we love him. It's a good friend of ours as well. So.
All the band members are doing such a great effort, and you can see that they all really love being on that stage together. They are just enjoying themselves. They're having a good time, and they love the music that they're playing.
You can feel the vibe.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoys it.
So if you haven't been to Red Rock and seen the show Franky and the All-Nighters, it's a must.
Yeah.
Really, it's a free show, and I mean, I can't believe that it's a free show because
amazing.
It's such a great show.
Yeah. So we're gonna put a link in the description for it, so you can find them, because they're amazing.
It's a really great show. Don't miss that.
Great show. After the show, we talked to everybody, we met everybody, and we all decided to go to Vamp'd. Unfortunately, it's only like 5 weeks something left, and they're gonna close. Our friends Corey and Danny have decided to sell the place.
Yeah, I guess they have new adventures going on, so
absolutely.
Sometimes it's just time to move on. But for us, it's really sad because it's a place where, you know, rock and roll music, get a place to live, the people who loves the music meets there, have a great time, it's like a family. So we decided to go there last Friday as well.
Yeah, so we just popped in the car and drove from Red Rock down to Vamp'd, and it was packed. And guess what? The first person we meet, John and Katz again. Hey Katz, nice to see you again. And of course, who was there if not our good friend Red Cap.
We love Red Cap. He's
Yeah.
like you say icon?
He is an icon. You don't say it.
We
He
love
is
him.
the icon. If you look up in the description icon, there's a picture of him.
And I mean, if you haven't been to Vamp'd, I mean, it's 5 weeks left. Go there
Yeah.
as many times as you can because it's a really great place.
Yeah, it was crowded, and this night was Todd Kearns and with friends, an amazing show. So we come in and meet Kat, and then Red Carp, and then we meet a good friend Jimmy, security who takes care of it, and he guided us in, put her in the VIP place, and then we met Corey, of course, and talked to her about everything that's going on with the club. It's a sad story. But she should be proud. I mean, she's been doing a great work.
I mean, they
16
made the
years.
club.
I mean,
They made this club what it is
all
today.
the hard work. We know what it takes.
We had a rock club in Malmö, in Sweden, for a couple of years. We will tell you about that in another episode. But
Sure.
we understand, Corey and Danny, the hard work, every effort you have to put in to make it work. There will be a point when you think that I'm done with this. I need to move on. I need to do something new, something fresh. So we get it, but it's sad for us, right?
It is. It's like a home away from home. The show was amazing. They played covers. Todd Kearns, as I said, and there were musicians. I can't remember more. Of course, Christian Brady was there, and he did not only play the guitar. He played the drums as well.
I mean,
Surprise.
who knew? And there was a guitarist from Faster Pussycats. I mean, one of the greatest, coolest bands back in the days. And I know that Todd Kearns said that one of the first songs that he played on stage was a cover from them. So, I mean, that must be really cool to have one of them on stage together with him, right?
I don't really remember all the people was on the stage, but I do remember a good friend, Sebastian Bach. He was there.
It doesn't matter what Sebastian sings because, I mean, I remember 1990 when I was going to see Guns N' Roses, and just a couple of months before that, I heard on the radio, I listened to Radio Luxembourg on the nights when I was a teenager,
yeah, I love
and they played this new song called 18 in Life, and I was just, what the fuck is this? This is fucking great! And I mean,
She said the F word.
I did. I'm sorry about that. The voice, the sound, the beat, and I was a Guns N' Roses fan, and I became Skid Row fan as well, and I saw them a couple of times after that. They were a support band that year, and the year after that, they were the headline.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I mean,
that's cool.
so I'm so happy that I heard them, and I have a couple of their albums. And when Sebastian ended, I ended Skid Row as well. Still, Sebastian is rocking the ground. I mean, he can sing, he can still sing, he can take the tune, he could growl, he can, you know, he's perfect singer still.
Well, I just gotta say, some of the best rock songs from last year, 2024, is from his new album.
If you haven't heard Sebastian Bach's latest album, we have a link below, and it's really worth listening to because it's really good. It is.
Well, that's a good reason.
Yeah, but I mean the videos, they're really fun to watch because
And we do have some of our clothing in one of the videos.
We do.
So we're gonna have a tiny part again. So we had a great time at Vamp'd. We're gonna go there again as often we can before it closes. Looking forward to it, but then again we don't.
no, it's like a
It's
mixed.
the end of an era.
It's an end of an era, so it's a mixed kind of feelings. We're happy to go there, but we're sad of the event because it's the end of an era. And unfortunately for you guys, if you haven't bought tickets, it's, what I've heard, already sold out.
It is.
But it's not sold out from now till then, so try to go there as much as you can.
We're gonna try to be there every Friday, every Saturday, till the end.
Yes, go to Vamp'd.
See you there. We will be there. Will you? Don't miss out.
Thank you all for watching,
Remember, clothing isn't everything.
but without it, we'll all be naked.